Hello, hello. Do not adjust your set. You are seeing what you are supposed to be seeing because I am doing some stuff in MC Edit to start this off. It's different, it's a change, it's something new, it's something that I've had an idea. I'm going to do something I've not done before. I'm going to reuse some scrapped areas from a map which I'm not going to complete. Something that I've had an idea. Stop that echo. Echo stopped. Good. Okay. Oh, here we are. I was in the middle of doing stuff here. I was trying to get it done before, but the stream has begun, and hey, why not show this? It is relevant. Okay, we're just gonna take a nice cut of all of that. There we go. Because we're gonna want to put something there. So that entire area we just took is going to have to move over to, say, here. We'll nudge it so that it sits nice and neatly into the top of the map. Up it goes. It should appear nice and flat like that. Down, 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 down. There we go. We do indeed want to copy air. Let's make sure it doesn't intersect with the area at all. No, good. And we want that arrow to be facing the correct direction, so let's rotate it as well. Is that rotated properly, or is it now backwards? It is now backwards. Hello, hello, cottage cheese. I'm doing some more different stuff that is going to be even more confusing to you. Hooray. Okay, let's plop that there. I guess I should explain a little bit more than, hey, this is MC Edit. MC Edit is an external program which allows you to perform larger alterations to your world, which would take way too long in, say, in-game world edit or voxel sniper. Because if you try and do something really big in that, you're just going to crash the game. In here you can kind of do stuff and not have to worry about the lighting or the very detailed rendering, and so you can make much larger edits much more easily. And you can also copy stuff between worlds, which you can't do usually. So I got a couple of things here from a scrapped map, which I'm never going to complete. Which I thought, hey, they might fit decently well in this area. So let's reuse them. Let's try and figure out which one this is, because I have two. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay, good. We're now going to want to bring that up so it sits flush with the top of the map, I think. Get the perspective right as well. Try and fill in that gap. There needs to be one further up. Okay. Now we've got to figure out the rotation. So this is copy air, copy water. Okay, this is already at the correct rotation. Good. We want to try and put it so that it doesn't intersect with this area over here, but it's fairly close. Now, okay. There's that. There's that. I think it needs to go a little bit further across and then down to about because you're going to be coming into this area from no, this is all going to be one area, but it's going to be a rather large area. This is intersection whatever it is after all, the last one. So it makes sense for the areas to be fairly large. Now that is not intersecting with that anymore. Let's bring it just a tiny bit further down. There we go. That water is obviously going to have to go and be replaced with lava. This was designed for a much earlier area, so we're going to have to make quite a few alterations to make it fit. I think that is a decent place to put that. Make sure we're copying air and water. Yes, we are. Let's import that. Okay, all we now need to do is bring that entire bottom section up to the top of the map so it's all skyboxed properly. There we go. Delete blocks. Hey, Lennon. Okay, cool. Now, because the height is different, we've got a bit of weird walls up there. We're going to have to fix that as well. I think that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And now we also have this area, which I think is going to go before what we have already. And this one is a series of little tunnels. Again, major alterations are going to be needed to make it fit with the rest of the theme. And I think it could work. We could even do something... Hey, maybe it won't work. We'll put it in anyway and see what happens. I'll try and make it work. Okay. This one is designed to be underground tunnels. We don't need any skybox here. This needs to be rotated. I think. Yeah, the ending is over here. Whoops. Rotate. This was also originally a monument area, so this is going to be requiring a lot of stuff. I think the answer to that is nobody knows quite yet. Possibly. Maybe things will still be able to fit, maybe they won't. Let's go down. Let's nudge that across, that across. Don't want to break into a large part of this cave, not particularly. Let's do it right about here then. Okay, let's just hit Control S to save all of that. It's going to take a minute or so to do all the relighting it has to do. Shouldn't take too long though. There we go. Now I think what we want to do is move this whole lot a bit closer. Which we can do, but we just need to make a better selection than the one we had when we imported it. There we go, that's all of that. Make sure the end of this tunnel is fitting in because it doesn't seem to be displaying. We missed it out of the initial import. Now here it is. That's the right bit of that. That should be nice and snug over to that little edge. Should be nice and snug over to that little edge. Now let's That's going to take ages if I try and do it that way. Let's just cut. There we go. So we've got the whole area again. Now we'll try and paste it a little bit closer. Now that we've got did we not take the bottom of it? Didn't take the bottom of it. Where's undo? Control Z. There we go. Move that further down. Now we've got the bottom of it. Make sure that's all loaded back in. Good. Cut. And then wait for that to all deload. So we're going to have a massive empty lot of space back over here, but we can just fill that back in. Whoops. Well, that needs to go about there-ish. Let's do one final little check. Trying to make sure we're on about the same level. Okay, I think that's good. Bring that up so that lines up down that way. Okay. Maybe this won't look good at all. Maybe we just end up deleting all of this, but it is worth a shot, I think, to try and reuse an area which would otherwise never be seen. That gives us something to do that isn't just making more towers now. Now that that is all in place, Control S. And we have to fill in this big blank gap that we've accidentally left. Let's see. Select that. Select that. Fill and replace with stone. Come down, deselect, wait for that lot to load in. Select that corner, come over here and select that corner. Make our selection box nice and wide in all the corners and all the way down. Fill and replace with stone. We'll run a final layer down at the bottom of here as well. From here to all the way over here. Fill and replace with bedrock. There we go. That fixes all the blank space we accidentally left everywhere. We now have a little section before what we had, we now have a little section after what we had. They're going to require some more major edits to make everything fit. Let's get all of these out of the clipboard. Most of these are going to have to be in-game, but the one thing that is easier to do here is to just change all the water over to lava. So, sit there. Make that nice and low. Let's go fill and replace again. This time we want to replace water and any subtype. Replace with lava. That is going to take all the water out and replace it with lava. Control S, save that. There we go. The block palette is not going to be at all appropriate, but we can change that. And over here, all the way over here. All the way down here-ish. It's going to make extra sure we've got everything. Now, fill and replace, water. Whoops. Cancel that. Let's make sure we didn't absolutely break everything. I think we might have done. Undo. Give it a minute to load everything back in. Go, good. Water, not fill, replace with lava. We don't want to make a giant cube of water. That is not what we want. Deselect that, save it. Cool. Hopefully. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. We have saved it. We can now close that off. Before I do, let us... There we go. Let's shut that down. Let's get our server back up and running. Here we go. Let's start. It's going to take another couple of seconds to warm up. There it goes. And now, with any luck, we should see we have a brand new and massive area that has appeared. We've got this lot back over here, and we've got this room with some lava acting a little bit strangely. Pillars acting a little bit strangely. Yeah, place is acting a little bit strangely. I'm not really sure what happened here. The entire lot somehow got jolted over on the top and the bottom. Not sure what's going on there. It was a bit weird. Doesn't look too bad though. I think we can fix it. And we've got that lot, and then this building will go up into here. Okay, and we've got a little bit of weirdness going on, but I think it looks more or less okay. The tree is on fire. And fire, tick, false. Well, I think that tree is gone, but all the rest of them should be alright. I think we might want to keep the trees. They're not too bad. And you can see that this is where I got the aesthetic for these buildings from. Because I've done the same thing in the past and never used it. So here is said area. And this should already blend in decently well. Just going to change some of the outside block palettes and stuff to fit. I think it should be alright. Okay. I'm currently working in version 1.12.2, but the map will probably eventually be for 1.14 or 13 or whatever the version is when it's released. Most likely 1.14. Okay. Now let's just make sure we're on difficulty peaceful. Let me just delete all of these spawners. They are no longer going to fit with the theme of the area. So we don't want all of this old loot either. Or the thing which would be the start of the map. Or any of these. Go. Break that. Break that. Break that. And that. And that. Okay. Let's fix this area, which is acting a little bit weirdly. we go. Yeah, that's fine. This, now we have lava instead of water, can be replaced with these. And we've got a whole bunch of lava weirdness going on as well. Let's get our wooden pick out of the box. Erase that lot. Now let's get our block. Let's draw a whole bunch of these. This is no longer a monument. These are no longer teleporters. This is no longer a storage room. There we go. Yep. It's a monument you have to kind of conquer before you can do anything much with it. Just keep going around and swapping these out. Lava bucket. Of course it isn't going to be these colours, you're going to be changing those as well. Okay. Now then, now then, now then. Select that block, select this block. We found some of this lava that looks weird. Some of these could be taken out just like that. That kind of fixes that. Hello, Jonathan Blam. You know, I am tempted to actually keep these colours as they are rather than change them and do a fake out. You think this is going to be a water area? Haha, it's actually a lava area. Hello, the Space Knight. Let's see. Let's do. Place that with air. Don't know how everything just kind of got slanted over a block. But it's fine. It's not that time consuming to fix it all. Let's do that, that. Place air. Fill in all of this. Of course, that has all gone weird because I've interacted with that block. It's going to be from there to approximately here. Let's select this block. Place air, lava. Fill that in, and fill that in, fill that in, and that. Okay. I did not do what I expected it to. You know... maybe we should just copy this area back in and not have to deal with all this wonkiness which is going on. Block there. Block here. Place with air. Do that. That lava's fixed, that lava's fixed. This lava isn't. Block there. Block there. Air. Move that. That one's done. This one, block here. Block there, replace with air, fill that one back in. You know, just... there. Problem solved. Now we can actually see what we're doing without having a bunch of liquid in the way. And we can just put it back in a minute. Okay. This pillar. That. Got that. Got these. Go. Let's also fill in all of these little odd blocks down here, which aren't the same as everything else. Okay, cool. Entire load of lava out the way. All the pillars seem to be fixed. Not this one. I think we will do... You thought this was a water area, it turns out it isn't. The old switcheroo. Which means we do want this entire place to start off with water, and then kind of just swap it halfway through. Okay, there's that. Somewhere under here there's a whole bunch of command blocks I don't want anymore. Okay, cool. This lot. Drain. There we go. I think we can safely get all these, or at least most of them. Floating lights. Keep a couple of them. Zip. Breaking all these weird floating bits of glass is not easy. Tiny hitboxes. Yeah, got him. Keep that one. Break that. Break that. I think we'll keep that one. Break that. Okay. I think there's some command blocks down here as well that need to go. Yeah. Little room here we do not need. Fill it in. There we go. And the new passageway into the area is going to be around here. Like that. Or it'll be a teleport which goes right here. There we go. Probably not like that, actually. Probably like this. Okay. Oh, cool. We've got to decide what exactly we're going to do with this. Do we want to keep them the colours that they are and do the old switcheroo, or do we want to make everything into the same block palette we're using for the rest of the area? Which is more of this brown. Go, a little bit of a tunnel there, and you're out into the next bit of the area. We did indeed line up the floor correctly, which is good. Yeah. Figured that would happen. Let's go do this. That. Place air with, what is that block again? That is ID list concrete powder brown 25112. Undo. Must be 25212 then. Yeah. There we go, fixed. Let's just bring this around and down, and that can be, I believe 7 is a cyan. Nope. Must be 6 then. It isn't. What colour is cyan? 9. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, I'll think on that a little, and we'll decide exactly what we're going to do with that a little bit later. For now, let's go. Spectator. Not sure why I've got a couple of random holes in here. Let's fix that right quick. Creative. Place. Let's do. Sure. Not pink. Back. 12. That block. Whoops. That block. That block. Go, that fills in that little gap. A couple of other random little gaps. Okay. We do not need this teleporter button. Or I do still want this to be the entrance. So this links to nowhere great in particular, actually. Okay. We're going to have rooms, fortress, castle, whoa, rooms, exit here. This is just going to be a little building then, because this isn't a great place for an entrance. This will probably go off to some other room then. Let us flash that lava. Fire. Whatever it is. Let's take down this tree because it's already burnt to a crisp before we can stop it. Let's just remove it. there's that. We've got a couple of bits of weirdness here. It just kind of wants to spill out that way, doesn't it? Let's go with... Place air. Let's make some little channels. We'll stop it from looking as weird. Fill in these. Fill those back in. There we go. That looks a little bit less strange now. Yep, wrong version. Could still do that, but it'll have to be in some version other than this. Now I like this effect. With these next to these. It kind of looks like these are sticking out for some reason. Because they kind of have an edge on them and these are completely flat. It kind of looks like there's a little bit of depth going on. Optical illusionary depth. Got that area there. Got that area there. Got ladders. Got this area. Ladders. And this is just kind of like a weird wraparoundy. Around the back, under, over, stairs, room. Lots and lots of platforms going around everywhere. Back and forth. And we've just kind of got a thing where the wall would be. In there-ish. Okay. All right. First of all, we need to make all of that fit. And then we've got up here, which is kind of weird because there's a massive, easily visible wall going all the way around. So I think what we want to do first of all is delete these trees. Select that block. Select this block. Place air. Did not do what I expected it to do because I did not select this bit correctly. Ah, more sniffly. No. Get that. I'll redo. There we go. I'm sure we've got a bunch of dirt chevrons. Not sure how that happened. We have a little bit of weirdness going on here as well. Just fill all of this in. Select that. Replace air with stone. There we go. What to do with up here? Well, first of all, select that. Let's get rid of all this random dirt. Select that. Replace dirt, stone. Next thing we want to do is change the block var to match what we have over here. So we should be using do we want to go with this lot or that lot? I think this lot. So this is... I don't remember what we used again. Okay, so we have brown concrete powder, brown terracotta, brown concrete. Brush, sphere, episodes of new updates from a map maker's point of view. It could be a thing. Not sure how much I'd have to talk about a few of the different updates, though. Often there's not really too much relevant. Sometimes there is. Sometimes there are things which aren't immediately obvious. Another one of the issues is you have to play around with some stuff occasionally in order to... Things aren't obvious from off the bat, and only after a bit of experimentation you find that some things which do not immediately look particularly useful do indeed have a use, but that is not immediately obvious right away, and only after people have done a bit of experimenting. People who are more creative than I have done a bit of experimenting. They actually find out this stuff. Let's see. That is going to be all three of the blocks. Now we just have to get the ratio about right, which I think was more along the lines of that. Let's go with 10. Now we need to mask to stone. Now we need to get this pretty much exactly right because I don't want to be affecting any other blocks. We've got one, we've got andesite, which is a variant of stone. I think we might have to specify 1015 because we don't want to be affecting the polished andesite, which is part of the structure. What do we got? And cobble. Mask 1015. And cobble, which is 6 or something like that. It's 4. Here's one of the very early ones. So if I do that, what did that just hit? What is that block? That is a regular piece of stone. Even is a regular piece of stone doing? There shouldn't be any stone as part of this structure. There we go. I also want to check and see that this is different enough from... Yeah, I think that makes the walls different enough from the platforms still. Platforms are a bit lighter, they're using dirt. So I think they still are different enough to be distinguishable as floor instead of wall. Now we just have to go over this entire thing. Shouldn't take too long. We've got a huge area here, which is not how it should be. And then we just get some stone. And fill in this bit. Like that. There we go. Around the back. Up this way, up that way. Got another lot of weirdness going on here. What exactly is going on here? How did that happen? Okay, let us get same brush again, but just do 2. Undo. Mask, not air. And go over that. Without hitting the structure. Like so. Let me just fix this. Let's quickly have a look. What are the newest couple of updates? Give me something to talk about anyway. Snapshot. That one. That is note blocks. See, those aren't particularly helpful. New note block sounds whoopity-doo. In terms of map making, whoopity-doo. Pretty sure nobody uses note blocks anyway. And Gollum spawns in all villages upon generation. Irrelevant. Changes to invisibility. That is definitely relevant. Leather horse armor. Unlikely, but it could be used for something. See, there's not a whole lot in the last couple of updates, which is very interesting. From a map makery perspective. Whoops. That. What was that thing called now? It does have a proper name now. Just can't remember it. Yeah, that is an interesting one. It is along the same lines as the what's it called? The Evoker, of being a rather difficult mob. Which is cool. Could have some vanilla mobs which aren't rather easy. Not Not sure too much about its behaviour outside of villages, though. To be looked into a little. All the way around the top of the map. The horse armor is fun. Nobody really uses horses much in map making, unless your name is Terrorist or 2. In which case that might be a little bit more useful. What happened to this lava? I fixed it so it was flowing, and now it's not again. You're weird, Minecraft. You're weird. And a bit of fire. Okay. Crossbows are very, very interesting. I want to try and use those in the race for wool that we're making, if at all possible. Because that's probably not going to be done before 1.14, and I would like the crossbows in some of that loot. That random block down here. There we go. Crossbows have some pretty neat enchantments as well. Got the piercing. That's extremely useful. You got the multi-shot, that's extremely useful. Multi-shot is more useful than the piercing, but they're both rather useful. And then you can also apply vanilla bow enchantments to crossbows. I think you can't do that in vanilla, but you can do that with editing tools, like the old NBTI, which I showed off last time. I think power works. I think unbreaking definitely works. I think punch works. I think infinity works. I think all of the regular bow enchantments do also work on crossbows. You just can't get them in vanilla with your enchanting table. Not sure if you can with an anvil. Untested. What are we going to do with up here? Because we can't leave it like that. It looks rubbish. Let's see the border of the map. Let's just do a whole bunch of the same again. Let's get the golden pick. What else is new? Foxes are kind of like an unknown to me at the moment. Because they can pick up... They would be extremely boring, dull, and completely... I would write them off immediately. But they can pick up items, and they can hold them. And they're visible. So you can kind of do the Super Mario Catch the Bunny thing. Oh look, there's a bunny with a star clearly visible. Let's chase it and grab it and obtain said star. You could potentially do something extremely similar now in Minecraft with the foxes. What am I doing? Replace stone. 2 slashes. So you could do a fleecy mob kind of thing. Have your fox holding the wool. And play catch the fox. I'm not entirely sure how good that would actually be, but it's an interesting idea. Place a stone. Need to do the bottom, not the top. All the way down. Place that stone. Now all the way down here. Foxes have the jump thing as well, where they can kind of just... What are we doing? Top. Well, they can just kind of jump over fences and stuff if they're after something. Again, not sure how you'd use that, but it is a mechanic they have that nothing else does. Which immediately makes you think, how can I use that? Not sure if there's any way you can. Maybe. Okay, let's have our gold pick do that. 10. No mask on this one. It's going to be going up all of the edges and around and just kind of making it less flat walls. And we can come in with our erosion in a minute. Way around here. Fill that bit in, that bit in. Also gives wolves something else to hunt. Wolves hunt down foxes. Not entirely sure why, but they do. Some predator-prey relationship going on there. They're now not just interested in, I think sheep was the thing which they hunted before. Now they're happy to hunt foxes as well. Again, not sure how that really applies at all. In a map makery kind of way. What other new stuff is there? There are the images with bows. Whatever their names are. Can't remember. But something else on the Illager line. We now have melee ones and ranged ones. They have crossbows as well, so I presume you could give them multi-shot. I don't think giving them piercing would really do a whole lot, to be honest, apart from make it easier for them to friendly fire things. Giving them multi-shot might be interesting. Filling in all of the random stuff around the edge, it's not particularly interesting. It's just a whole bunch of clicking. I'm trying to make things look relatively nice. With a bit of lag involved as well. The suspicious stew as well. Well, there's actually been a thing for a while in terms of what map makers could do. Because you can use MBT editors to hide the tags which say what the potion is. So if you have a potion, you can hide what the potion actually does. I don't think anybody used that, with the exception of Brandon, whatever his surname is, B-double-ran-D-B-D-D-D-D. He made some very nice maps a fair while ago. He's still involved with the community. I think I've seen him once or twice around the Discord. He also made a couple of things for Pantheon. He put in a thing for his YouTube viewers, like a secret hidden thing, and then it was actually a trap. This is why we can't have nice things. It was a trap you'd never find if you didn't actually watch his stuff. purporting to be a nice thing, which I think is pretty amusing. But yes, he made a huge, like, building template for you to use, which had a whole bunch of chests in it with various potions with all of their tags removed, so you couldn't know what the potions were. I believe he used those in a couple of maps as well. So what's this potion? Is it good? Is it bad? Kind of encourages you to use the potions a bit more rather than hoard them when you don't know what they actually are. Evil Panda. Not terribly sure you can do too much with that. It's going to be a similar deal to polar bears in that they technically have an anger state and they can attack the player, but nobody uses them because they're kind of too tricky to use. There we go, I think that looks moderately decent at that point. Let's get our erosion going on then. Arrow. B melt. B set to 20 or something else ridiculously huge. And this, of course, is going to spill a whole bunch of stuff everywhere. I forgot about that. Oh well. I'll have to just clean up the bottom of this area again. But we need to erode it somehow. All of the gravity blocks are now falling. Let's fill in that a little bit as well. Alright, considering that this is going to be dark and you're never going to go up here, and it's already a bit of a weird texture, I think that is enough erosion. Now I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's fallen all over the place. Ugh. Alright, time to clean up 1,000,001 fallen blocks. Can't even really use a brush or anything to clean these off because it's going to be impacting our regular terrain. Let's get one of these. Replace. Wrong. Brush. Sphere. Air. 3. Mask. Whatever that is. Believe it's that. It isn't that. It isn't that. What is it? 9? 10? 11? It's one of these. What is it? What's brown? 12. Didn't I originally go for 12? No. Here we go. Just kind of sweep all these random pieces of concrete powder off of these trees. Got a bit of weirdness that happened down here, impacted with the lava. let's fix that. I was considering leaving it, but it looks a little bit odd. Sweep them all off this tree. Fix a couple of those. It's all over this path. Go. That tree, that tree. I'll load on top of here. Some over there, some here. Kind of made a little divot here, so let's fix that. Fix those. Fix that. Get them all out of that tree, staircase. Tree there. Oh, bunch up and around here. Squashed all of my grass. No. Okay, there's that. There's this tree. Path. It's not actually on that tree, that's part of the wall. Okay, I think that's most of the fallen stuff fixed up. Let's fix this like that. What the heck is going on down here? Tell ya, it's nothing good. This wall. Let's just fill in that block manually. Well, our tree has turned magically into a bunch of stone. Undo. 5. There we go. That is undo again. Another couple. One more. See, this is an awkward bit because it's just stuck right by the tree. You know what? Kill the tree. We'll replant it. Just plant a new tree. That'll be the easiest way to deal with this. Also repair that wall so it's not partly made out of whatever that lot is. That. Repair the wall. What did I just do? Nothing good. Okay. Required 1 replacement tree. Right around here. I think we did have a tree around here as well. I think this is the one that burnt. Let's just fix that too. There we go. No more falling blocks. Pathways all look good. No blocks on top of trees. Buildings are fine. Lava is fixed. There is no more weird looking low stone walls around the place. Good. Okay. One good thing about all this falling stuff is it makes little piles of lighter coloured blocks like this, which I think actually looks quite cool. Helps differentiate and break up the ledges a little bit more. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, iron bar windows. We could. We could. I think this looks fine for an initial pass. When we come around to do some more details later, we can do stuff like that. This over here is going to have to be some kind of pathway leading to a room. Let's do game mode spectator. We need to get from over here somehow to over there somehow. You know, we want to make some rooms happen. Let's do that. Let's break this large empty space up into rooms, create some more rooms. Have things generally work. Replace air with stone brick. There we go. This wall as well. Now we can break this out. There's a door. This room can be, if it's yay wide, then we have that, and we have two, 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 two. Okay, so this has to be 4 wide like this. We can break out this section here. Place air. Select that. Select that. And we have 2 identically sized rooms back here. Well, this is our entrance. Here's our first room, second room. Let's see, that doesn't quite line up, so we need to do it in line with one of these doors, which is going to be something like that. Doorway. We do indeed want to go down at some point. Got a large room here. Anvil Trap was probably Dwarven Memories. It was that one in the ceiling. It was a rather obvious anvil trap, but it was an anvil trap nevertheless. Is that room? I think to make it a little bit more interesting and a little bit less generic, we're going to make this room a circle. Place. Yeah. That's a 2. It's a 1. 2. Okay, how long is that? 18. How long is this? 17. Cut. Paste. And select that. And select that. Place air. Now there should be 18. There's 18. This is 18. We are good. Let's do 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. All here. So let's do that. Make that into a wall. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. So let's do that block, stone brick, this block, that block, stone brick, here, and here. Same thing with around here. Right, so the round table. We could make a nice round table in here. There we go. Here's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Place air. 3. 3. Place air. What happened back here? Nothing good. There we go. 3, 3, 3. Oops. Just over there. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. Now if we do 4, it'll be like that. What is it with all these Monty Python jokes I've been hearing recently? The knights who say knee. Come on. And yeah. And yeah. There we go. One nice circular room. Which means we're not going to have just a whole area full of squares. It is good. Now, we need to do some stuff to make it all into stone brick. How much room do we have between this wall and the front? Not that much. I think we're alright with stone brick on that side. This side should be that. And then there's up. Yeah. I think we're fine to just use a brush. I think we're not close enough that we're going to interfere with anything else. So let's go with diamond pick. Brush. Sphere. Stone brick. 5. Mask. Not air. Let's go around, fill in all of that. Double check to ensure we didn't interfere with anything on the outside. Nope, it all looks the same as it did before. Okay, good. Okay, rooms, corridor. Large circular room. Got plenty of room above as well. We could do something neat with the ceiling in this room too. Got plenty of room back here. So let's do I think we're just going to erase these 2 large rooms and we can have a little blank slate for us to put in whatever we want. Hello, Visix Panda. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate each and every single one of them. We are getting close to 100, I think, at this point. I did have an idea for something I want to do. However, I kind of need something else which is outside of my control to happen first. And I don't really want to say anything else about it either. Let's do... replace 2 slashes. Stone brick. This room as well. Select block there. Select block there. Stone brick. So we should now have just a whole lot of emptiness. With one random block which isn't for some reason. Let us sit right here and set block here. Stone brick. Now let's get rid of that. Another couple of bits of weirdness up here. Doesn't particularly matter. You're only going to see this if you're flying around the map in Spectator. But it is annoying enough to me. I don't want random blocks of air in amongst all my walls. There we go. Okay. We have a corridor. We have a couple of rooms. We have a large round room we can make a nice tall ceiling out of. Hey, Blitz, happy Friday. But it's still alright. Trying to figure out where we want to put our staircase down. Because I know we do want a staircase down. I just want to know where I want to put this thing. I think let's have it be like here-ish. Do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that block. Replace with air. Now we need to go one more block over. Place with air. Place all of this with stone brick. Seven. Now we can raise this bit of ground here. That'll be our staircase. Let's get a stone wall. Drop that right there. My week has been pretty fine. Not done too much outside of streaming, to be honest. It has been not great weather in general. It is drizzling outside at the moment. Yesterday was pretty windy. Had a bunch of scaffolding fell down on some people in London because of the wind. That's how windy it was. Raining on Wednesday as well. It's just kind of been miserable weather. So I've not really done all that much. There was a raffle for the jam. They have a thing where they select one person who has participated in the jam at random using a random number generator, and they win either a Steam game from Fangbride's list of spare Steam keys and or a $15 Steam gift card. Turns out I was the lucky winner, so I have some stuff. Whatever the $15 is in conversion to pounds happened to be on that day. I think it's at £11 and 50 something p. So there's that. I'm hard about what to spend it on. I think I'm going to just save it. I don't think there's anything I particularly want at this moment in time. And there's a couple of games on my most wanted list, which are not out yet, are both actually fairly similar to this kind of thing. We have Super Mario Maker 2 for the Nintendo Switch, which is making Mario levels. Probably heard of that one. And then we've got Dreams, which you might know. I don't know if it's more obscure or not. I think so. PlayStation 4 game. Again, making things. It is by the same company who made Little Big Planet, which is a pretty fantastic game, if I do say so myself. I do very much enjoy that. And then they made a second one which was even better. And they made a third one, but they didn't, because they kind of outsourced or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Either they outsourced or someone else took the rights for it or whatever, but a company called Sumo Digital made that one and they did a horrendous job of it. And it kind of ended up full of bugs, glitchiness and other stuff that wasn't in the first two, well, not really adding too much new. So, that one wasn't rated quite as highly by... not quite as critically acclaimed, should I say. Anyway. Dreams is a very, very interesting looking game that has been being worked on for a very, very long time. I think it was first shown at E3 in 2015 or something like that. It was first shown off before the original PS4 was released, I know that much. But it is now near a stage where it is done. I'm looking forward to that one. Well, that means the next two games I'm waiting for are on exclusive to consoles, Switch and PS4, respectively. So, a Steam gift card is not too much use in terms of either of those. Yeah, Mario Maker 2. There's a 2 at the end of it, because it's like a Switch port, but they've also added a bunch of stuff to it, so it's not just a Switch port. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of rambling and not doing anything. What am I doing? I want to make another staircase down. That's what I'm going to do. Trailer for that looks pretty cool. Everybody's most excited about the fact that there are slopes, as opposed to the bajillion and one other new things. Slopes are apparently the most exciting thing. Sure. I mean, slopes are pretty useful, I guess. You don't have slopes in Minecraft. The nearest you can get is this. Okay, I'll change back into a full block again. Okay, then we've got this huge area. So I think what I'm most likely going to spend that gift card on is the Rocket League Rocket Pass, or whatever it's called. But we're nearing the end of the current one, which is on March the 25th, so I don't actually have much time to work towards it, so I'm going to wait until the next one. So it's just kind of sat there doing not much at the moment. What am I doing? Replace stone. Stone brick. Replace with 2 slashes. And that area. And that area. And I have a block inside of trapdoors. Hello, I've been raided. I've never been raided before. That's actually, that's quite exciting. Hello. Raid. I wish I'd done what Basket did and had like a raid video. I'm decidedly unprepared for raidage. Hello, hello. Not Toothy. Ace Gamer. Raid. Woo. This is not very exciting corridor to show people for their first impression, is it? Let's go outside and work on one of these pillars, and instead of this little corridor, at least that's a tiny bit more interesting. Aesthetics look slightly nicer out here than in that boring corridor. We do need, however, another pillar. So, game mode. Spectator. Now, I believe we put our template up here. Yes, here it is. Well, I mean, it's the first raid I've ever had. I don't really care how big it is. Any raid is impressive enough to me. Let's select that. Let's get to... I'm here-ish. Just copy that. Everyone's asleep. Yeah, that's the trouble of recording at this time, or streaming at this time, should I say. Everyone in America is asleep. Well, most people. People who are not early birds. I very, very much appreciate the thought there. Thank you. Paste. There we go. That is not low down enough. Do. Yeah, it typically picks up a tiny bit at the end because we have, yeah, people like Riblets, Wonder Sim, who managed to catch the very end of it by being rising fairly early, preparing for work or whatever. Australians as well. Very late in the evening over there. Well, that failed completely, didn't it? Undo twice. I forgot to paste -A. Paste -A, that is better. I mean, I'm gonna hit 100 too fast before I do what I want to do if you do that. Not that I'm complaining. That time I didn't -A for the second one. -A, then go up. Then don't do -A because we do want it to override the bottom. Just don't paste minus. There we go. At last I managed to do it properly. Okay. So we have this, we have that, we have that. What are we going to try and do over on this pillar? Now I want a platform here. Okay. Let me briefly explain what's going on here again. There's going to be a Elytra-ish area. You're going to get an Elytra from over there. You're going to climb up to here. So then we want places where you can Elytra from the top of structures onto platforms of other structures. So we can go from up here. And from up here we can reach that platform there. Or from up here we can reach this platform here. So from up here we can get back to over there. Actually pretty much get anywhere onto the top of this tower from the top of that one. So we want a platform which we can also land on from there, but not from here ideally. Here, it's a bit closer, it doesn't really matter. Here will do. This has to be about the right height, or we have some iron bars in the way. Damaged Elytra, definitely not. I think I'm just gonna, like, there's going to be a trader giving out infinite ones, because if you lose the elytra somehow, you fall into lava, etc. I don't want the player to just bridge around, because that is dull and generic and not something I want to do. I want the people to use the elytra. So I think what we're going to do here is have a nice iron bar area again. Some of these. And we'll put a nice little outcrop here. It'll be all iron bars all the way around here. And then we have building here, so this needs to go up to... Let's get our stairs as well. Stairs. Blocks. 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 So this will be up to about... That's that high. I think I'm going to go one more. It was a good raid. I liked it. Even though it wasn't that many people. It's the first raid I've ever had. It's good. I like it. I appreciate it. Thank you. That high. And then this one, that high. And then this one. To there. So this is going to be this high, and then it all comes back this way. Have a nice doorway down here, I think. Well, I've discussed the elytra thing with the other collaborators of this map, and I think they have all generally agreed that it is perfectly workable to give out elytras here. They are happy with that. And even if they weren't, I could just put in like a command block thing at the entrance, which automatically clears any elytras off the player whenever they enter or leave the area. So that will work for that. Staircase has to come up one more block. There we go. This is the top of our room here. There we go. Now we want these outside walls to be at least 3 blocks high, so that we can have our indented patterns. So select that block, and select this block, and replace stone brick, 2 slashes, block here, block there, stone brick, and here, and there, stone brick. Okay, and the front wall, same thing again. Make it all 3 blocks wide. Let's put our doorway right here. Here's our entrance. This wall will have to be like this. Please. Why didn't that work? That block, there. This block here, this block there. Here we go. And there, and there. staircase enclosed. You also need a few blocks up in there to sort that out, so... Pillar! And then again, not asymmetrical. Pillar over here as well. I think we'll probably do loot at some later point, when all the areas are stitched together. I think we'll probably do loot then, so we can kind of see what kind of loot everybody else wants. So I'm not going to worry about loot for now. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with it. But it doesn't really matter at this point in time. Okay, there's this. Let's make this an arch again. Okay, so we've got that room. Fill this in with some iron bars. Replace air. Bars. 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 Not terribly sure what I'm going to put in all of these rooms yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something for each of them. Okay, so there's that room. Let's see, from here you should probably be able to get easily over here. Yeah. So this is going to be... That's the middle blocks. It's this one and this one, isn't it? Here. Here. Let's go over this way, and let's go over this way. These need to be 3 blocks wide if at all possible. Same there. This is also 3 blocks wide. That's 5 wide. That's not a tiny room. Let's go around here. Then little platform there. It's a 2 wide corridor leading in. Yeah, I'm not the best at decorating. One of the issues I have is I make rooms and then I'm like, okay, what do I put in this room? No idea. Thing is though, because all of these are separate towers, you might expect them to have similar things in them. You're going to have multiple barracks, you're going to have multiple sleeping quarters. So it can kind of do similar styled rooms. Of course the exact layout is going to be different. Enchanting room. Again, no idea. Depends how everybody else wants the loot distribution to go. Slabs. Whoops. What do you expect to have around here? You're going to have bedrooms, you're going to have armories, you're going to have refineries, possibly. Water pumping stations, so you've got something to drink. And if we do that, we're going to have to be a bit careful that we don't... Well, the player's probably going to have a bucket by this point anyway, aren't they? So Seems most likely. Let's build all of this over here. Get some slabs. Break out that bit of wall. Slabs, slabs, glorious slabs. Here is going to be a bit of a staircase. There's all slabs. Yeah, I do need the interior decorating tips. Let's go down here. Usually just use chairs, beds, paintings. Let's put a little ledge on here as well. That's alright. And then this goes upwards. So 3, 4, 5. How many stairs can we fit in here? One here, one here. Do we want this to be open or not? Okay, so we can get to this high with that staircase. Do we want that to be open? No, I don't think so. I think it's probably going to be like refinery-ish. So what would you be doing here? You'll be mining for like refining things, smelting things, mining for iron, using all the natural lava around to smelt stuff. That'd probably be why this place exists. Let's do more here. Yeah. Probably look up some reference pictures of oil rigs and stuff, because I think that is kind of the thing I'm going for here. And of course, it's probably not oil they're obtaining here. There's our stone brick wall. And here. And I left click twice, that was pointless. There. Make sure that this is nice and high. That block, this block, stone brick. That block, this block, stone brick. That block to here. And then to here. Then this entire wall right here, minus the door. That. And this bit down to here. Probably all the new slabs trapdoors, some buttons. I mean, some of those are 1.13 things. Oh, and stairs. Definitely a lot of new detailing possibilities with the new blocks in 1.14. There's that lot. And then over here. Like that. Yeah, I was already considering hanging chains from around here actually, but hanging chains holding buckets is a slight variant on that, which could also look good. Let's do that. That brings us up to the top here. We've got a large area around here. Stone bricks. And around here, stone bricks. Okay, let's get a couple of these little indented walls in then. So down to about here. Place with air. I think we can do all of this. Yep. And no, because we can't affect the top row of that, give that all join onto the bottom of that, and just having one lot looks kind of weird. So let's do that, let's do this, that, and undo that. Can't do that. Okay, so the block type we want is cyan, which is 1599. Do also want to put in a little square here so we don't affect the staircase. Okay. Replace with 1599. And after just going around doing this, I think that is going to be pretty much it for this stream. Smoke from the buckets, like glass panes. Common thing is steam cobwebs as well. Either one of those could work decently well. Just make a little check, make sure we've not done anything on the inside. That one is fine. That one is fine. Okay. What do we got? We have a decent start to this fourth pillar. We have a little area here. I'm still not totally sure what we're going to be doing with this one, whether we're going to be keeping it these colours or retexturing everything. Make it a better fit. But we have this otherwise strapped area over here, which is now doing something. And we have this otherwise strapped area over here, which is where the style of those pillars came from in the first place. And this huge area over here. And then here will either be the wall, or I think it'll go to one final little area down here, where we'll finally use all of those gears and cogs and things that we built out over here. And those can live down here. Actually, let's stick a few up in these walls as well, to make them look a little less plain. Indent a few random gears and things up in there. Anyway, we made, I think, quite a decent bit of progress this stream. That is going to be all the time that I have for today. Thank you for tuning in. Special thanks to the raid for happening. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great weekend. And I shall see you soon.